Most Bali memories are filled with happiness and joy, but the devastation of the terror bombings left other memories for thousands of Australians. As we reach the 20th anniversary of those attacks, the pain has come running back for those who survived the bombings and the families of those who didn't. Bali bombing survivor Jan Laczynski was at the Sari Club where the attack occurred before the explosion and sadly lost 5 of his friends. He now uses each anniversary to put faces to the 88 Australians who lost their lives that night. And Jan joins us live now from Bali. Jan, how are you this morning?
It's a moment of reflection, really. 20 years, it doesn't seem really 20 years for me. There's no finish line to these anniversaries for us. This never leaves us. Like you said, I always want to put a face to all the people that we lost. I want to make sure the families understand that we never forget. We want to make sure that these people are never forgotten. They were all young. They were all in their 20s and 30s, some even in their teens. And I just want to make sure that these faces are never forgotten. When you look at all the faces, these are all the people that we lost. And I am going to give the Consul General this memorial plaque as well too. So that way people understand what actually happened here. It was a devastating time for us. It still is a devastating time for us. The pain and anguish doesn't leave us at all here today.
Of course. 88 Australians, you lost 5 of your friends. What do you remember about them?
I remember they were happy. I remember the night. The night was just only starting. It was around about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night that I left. I left luckily by accident. I misread my flight ticket. I thought it was for 11 p.m. at night. It was 11 a.m. the next day. I left. My mates never returned home. 202 people never returned home. 88 Australians never returned home. And this awful event should never be forgotten at all.
Do you ever think, why me? Why did I survive this?
Yeah, well, you get a lot of survivor's guilt. Yeah, in the memorial, me and a few other families were looking there today. We were all visualising our names up on that wall. It could have easily been me. It could have easily been so many other Australians that go to Bali and love Bali. But yeah, it's like the flag that I put up there. A lot of Australians go there and reflect and remember their friends, their mates, their work colleagues, their family and their friends. This never leaves you. This doesn't go away.
Does travelling to Bali year after year, lighting candles on October 12 every year, does that help you process something like this?
It does, because, I mean, I thought after the 5th anniversary, maybe I'm going to walk away from this. But luckily, on the 5th anniversary, when I was lighting candles, I met my wife. Then I got married here. I've got a family now. I'm one of the lucky ones. But I always reflect on all those that weren't so lucky.
What feels different about today?
Well, what feels different about today? Really, at the end of the day, it's another anniversary. It's a little bit different in respects. Not many families have made this journey, maybe for a variety of reasons, post-COVID. But for me, nothing changes here. It's the same thing. You reflect on what's lost here. A lot of the families that have arrived here do the same thing. They leave flowers and tributes here. And this pain and anguish doesn't leave us. And I'm very pleased to see that the Prime Minister is going to Kuta. I'm also pleased to see the Premier of WA is leading the service as well too, and a small service in Melbourne as well, and one in Canberra. It's important for the families to be together on this day.
Absolutely. What is that connection like that you have with other survivors and family members of the victims of the attack?
Well, we're basically bonded for life, because with terrorism, this unfortunately never leaves you. There's always some trigger point, whether it's a terrorist that's about to be released or something that's about to happen in terms of like a remission of a sentence as well too. But this never leaves you, unfortunately.
You've been awake for a couple of hours now. You've already attended a vigil. You'll have another one tonight. Can you tell us about your plans for the rest of the day?
Well, the rest of the day will just be reflecting and remembering, and also lighting candles as well at night time tonight.
Jan Laczynski, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us on such a difficult day. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.